wow, you can actually make money, without any certifications through Instagram. If you are good at
Okay.
something, then people are going to pay you money for that.
Yeah.
My you
Mhm.
If I want to learn something, if I want to say learn digital marketing, I would
Mhm.
rather go to a digital marketing expert who has actually made so much money through digital marketing, sold
Mhm.
courses, knows about Facebook ads, etc., than me going to some MBA institute or some take a master's degree in marketing, digital
Absolutely.
marketing.
Absolutely.
Right? I wouldn't do that because those guys did not do marketing. Whoever is teaching their marketing, they just know the
Mhm.
concepts. They did not sit and do Facebook ads. They did not sit and
Yes.
post content on Instagram or YouTube,
Yeah.
or how to gain followers, lose followers, how the audience
Mhm.
are interacting and dealing with them. They do not know the future. It was a very low thing. You talk about your -1. That was my
Mhm.
-10, right? So that is where it started.
This is one of my favorite episodes because in this episode, anyone can learn how to start their profitable Instagram business from scratch, like from zero, for totally free. Also, at any point of time, life can take you to the moon or to the hell. Being a single mom from Dubai, Tania Stanley has struggled a lot for her kid to give her kid a good life. And in between that, she pointed out the steps to grow on Instagram and earn money. So make sure you watch every minute of this episode.
Thank you, Tanya, for coming to -1. And I will start with a very weird question. You know, in
Before you
general,
start, I want to
yeah.
tell you thank you so much for getting me on -1. Like, I love the name, and I'm so glad it's you who's doing the whole interviewing because I love your energy. So, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak to you and to your audience.
Thank you, thank you. So let's start with the question which is related to Instagram, right?
Right.
In general, people thinks like they can monetize their career in terms of followers. Is it true?
Absolutely, Instagram is the
Mhm.
way, Instagram or any social media platform. But
Mhm.
the reason why I'm on Instagram is because
Mhm.
that is the platform that is easier for anybody to get on. TikTok is a whole nother set of content, right? YouTube is also difficult. I mean, nothing is difficult per se, but nothing is as easy as entering into Instagram. You have so many different ways you can post content, which is in post, carousels. You can just take a picture and post it, or a screenshot and post it, or pick up your phone, post stories. So, in that way, if you are a complete beginner and you have no technical knowledge whatsoever, you're completely dumb, because that's who I was, okay? You can still monetize Instagram. Now, the mistake or the wrong misconception that people have is they think that just because you have a lot of followers, you will make money, which is absolutely not the case. I have my own clients who are able to make money even with just 100 followers, because what matters is who are the people following you. If just some random people who are not interested in what you have to say are following you, gaining followers is not hard on Instagram. You just create some viral post, like one reel, God's grace goes viral, and then you just get a ton of followers that way. But then what happens
Mhm.
after that? Nothing. You're still going to go back to zero. So many
That cool
people,
down
so many
period.
content creators, yeah, they've gone viral, and then what happened?
Mhm.
Even that guy, right? Who's that? um the guy who does the Gangnam Style, right? Open Gangnam Style. There's
Oh
this
yes,
guy.
yes, 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 yes,
He
yes,
went
yes.
viral, right? Then what happened to him?
Mhm.
Like, where is he now? So
No
the
way.
it's got nothing to do with how many followers you have. It's about being very strategic in terms of the content you create.
Mhm.
You just keep thinking that, okay, viral. No, just 100 followers is enough. But if
Mhm.
you know what type of content you're posting, right, you
Mhm.
need to make sure that the content you post attracts clients to you. Because right now, we are at that stage where you cannot just pick up a product, go door to door, knock on the door, and say, "Hey, do you want this product? I have this product." Like, can we do that? If you
No,
do
no.
that, then they're going to think you're desperate and you are some business that has failed. No, you have
Mhm.
no other choice. Whatever business you start, unless and until you learn how to use Instagram to sell your products, you will not be
Mhm.
able to make money. It can be anything. It can be a boutique
Mhm.
or a book or a tiffin. There was somebody who messaged me saying that he wanted to do tiffin services. Even if it's
Okay.
tiffin services, you do need to know how to use
Mhm.
Instagram to get clients to you. And you're not just going to sit. And that doesn't mean, when I say clients to you, I'm not telling you you go sit in Instagram and then you keep sending DMs to random people. That is also not going to work. You
Yes,
have
yes.
to create content, because one
Mm.
content, just think about it, one reel you post on Instagram, the
Mhm.
reach they say that is, this reach, even if you have 100 followers, if you post a reel and post it
Mm.
on Instagram, it's going to show you 1700 people reached. Think about
Mm.
it, 1700 people got exposed to your business. Do you think
Yes.
you can actually go and knock on the doors of 1700 people? Do you think you would be able to sit and DM 1700 people? You won't. That is why you keep creating reels, because end of the day, when you're a new business, you want to increase brand exposure, you want to let as many people know about you. And that's why even
Mm.
the singers, what do they do? Or authors, when they release a book, why do they go and do book tours? Movie actors, right, when a new movie is
Mhm.
released, why do they go and create these book tours? Because when you go to every place, you get some people there, they see who you are and what your movie is about, or what a book is about, or your song is about, then they are going to tell their family, and it's going to be like a chain. It grows. You are just going to do that one thing, but these guys are going to act like your brand ambassadors, and they're going to spread word about your business. Your job is just create content, and those 1700 people will talk about you. So that is why Instagram is so powerful, and it makes a life a lot more easier if you know how to use
Mm.
the right tool there.
And also, personal branding is also important. What is your take on
Absolutely.
personal branding?
So, personal branding is something that I struggled to understand in the beginning, right? And it's not about struggling to understand, because, okay, what exactly does personal branding mean? Everybody you
Mhm.
talks about personal branding, too many people talking about it, too many coaches about personal branding. But what exactly does it mean? In simple
Mhm.
words, personal branding means when someone asks, "Hey, what do you think about Tanya?" What are they going to
Mhm.
talk about you? What will they say? What do you think about Tanya? Then they'll be like, yeah, Tanya, right? Okay, yeah, she's on Instagram, right? Yeah, she does work hard. Yeah, I can see her doing a lot of stuff, etc. Or maybe it could be like, yeah, that guy, right? Oh, he never comes on time. Like, what is the thing that people talk about? He's always sleeping, never comes on time. Every meeting he is late. You might think that, okay, it's just these five people who are going to talk about you. No, but that's not the case, right? You never know what's going to happen in the future. Because when I was in my older, like in the previous firms that I was working
Mhm.
for, I was
Mhm.
very careless with my sort of personal branding, right? For me, it's
Okay.
like I never cared. I never cared about maintaining contacts with people. For example, or when someone calls me, I will not pick up my phone. I hate talking on the phone. I will not pick up my phone. I will have my phone right in front of me. It will be ringing and I will not pick up. So, about me, the kind of things that people say is, yeah, Tanya, right? She never picks up her phone. So, it just comes off like, yeah, Tanya, very unreliable. If you need something, she's not there. That's not the right thing, because guess what? 4 years back, I was like that. But now, those same people, right, that I was in touch with, they have their own businesses. They're selling products. Some of them could be my ideal customers. But then in their mind, it's like I am this unreliable person. But I have changed. I'm not like that anymore. There's a lot of change that's happened. And that's exactly what you're doing through Instagram. Now, in real life, it could be easier to show who you are as a person, right? Maybe the
Mhm.
way you walk, the way you talk, the way you smile. It's easier for people to understand what kind of a person you are.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, it's hard. And that is why you have to resort to personal branding, which means that you don't try to look like so many people. Okay. Now,
Yes.
Migdut has a very, 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 what can I say, youthful and vibey, and your background is always dark, and it's like this disco look and feel for everything to do with Migdut, right? So when I think about you in my mind, it's like this youthful guy who's so energetic and he likes dark colors and a sort of these disco youthful kind of thing. That's what comes to my mind when I think about Meghdad. Even when you post your content, right, on
Yes.
Instagram stories, it all follows the same kind of theme. I don't know if you're
Yes.
doing it intentionally or not. Are you doing that intentionally? Is that something you're
No,
doing?
it's not like that. It's not
It's
like
just your
that.
personality.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
sometimes
what.
when I'm traveling on car or driving, and all of a sudden I saw something on road, and I was like, okay, I need to make a content like this. I stop the car and I make the content. It's like on the
Yeah,
flow I make the content. It's not
right.
scripted.
That's what. So that feature, right? That part of you, what
Mm-hmm.
catches Meghdad's eye? What attracts
Yes.
Meghdad? What are the things that gets interest for you? There will be people who would
Mm.
like similar things as you, similar to
Exactly.
you, right? Who likes these kind of things that you are interested in, your sense of fashion style, or the
Mm-hmm.
way you talk, the way you do your hair, the way you work out, everything. There would be people who are interested in that. Those would most
Yes.
probably be your ideal clients, because when they
Exactly.
become your clients, they're going to be
Mm-hmm.
100% in love with you and your product. And if they are in
Exactly.
100% love with you, your product and your service, they will talk about you forever. They're going to spread word about you. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what personal branding does as well. Now, me,
Mm.
I'm a lot more intentional with my personal brand. In the beginning, I didn't understand what it is personal brand or how to do it, right?
Mm.
I was just trying to copy. I think there was this coach, like I was following a male coach, and he had this style where he's like always, making like too much energy and all of that. And then I tried copying that,
Mhm.
right? Like
Okay.
that
Mm-hmm.
sort of a style, like where you just pick up your phone and then, I think Grant Cardone he is, right?
Yeah, Grant
Probably that
Cardone.
guy, right? He's got so much of an energy, and I tried copying
Yes,
that.
yes.
Then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, that doesn't come natural. I went through so many different phases of personal branding myself because I was trying to imitate so many people. Then
Mm-hmm.
I tried to do another style where this particular person will only wear it. She's called Pink Sparrow, I guess. She just wears a pink blazer and blue
Yes.
jeans, right?
Yes,
Throughout,
yes,
she
yes.
was just wears the same thing. Now you said yes. Why? Because you remember that person. When I said
Yeah.
that, you said yes. That's what
Yes, yes.
personal branding is,
Yes, 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 yes.
So I tried doing the same thing as well, which is wearing the same thing, but then I got bored myself. Then I started noticing that I liked boss babes where they follow a beige color. And me personally, I'm always attracted to a beige, rose gold,
Hmm.
pink colors, always. Most of my clothes are of that color as well. And that's when I changed my whole visual to be that. So every time I post content, I post stories, my background will always be of the same color. When I talk, it's going to be me, right? You can
Hmm.
change how you look. You can
Yeah.
change what clothes you wear. You can change
Yeah.
your style, your color, background, anything.
Absolutely.
But what comes out of your mouth is going to be you. So you can keep
Yes.
experimenting with the whole visual thing. It's fine. It's okay.
Hmm.
Don't try to imitate what you say or try to just copy what others say, right? Let that come naturally. If you're someone who abuses
Yeah.
and says, like whatever, fuck a lot or something, then it's fine. Just say that. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like it when you try to
It's like
mellow
Gary V.
down and if who? Gary Vee.
Gary
Correct.
V. Yeah.
Exactly. He's just the way he is, right? And that's
Yes,
what
yes.
makes him stand out so much because there's nobody like Gary Vee. But if I'm going to be someone who's like very nice and soft spoken and decent, there are so many people who act like that on social
Ah,
media. I won't be
yes,
able to
yes.
stand out. I have to be
Hmm.
the same person that I am. And that's what personal branding is because people will remember, okay, this is who this person is. Tania Stanley? Yeah, sure. I know. She's like the single mom, posting Instagram, working, right? So there's the kind of thing that comes up. So
Hmm.
it is
It's like
important,
that.
definitely. And it takes time. It takes time to
Yes.
understand because it takes time to understand who
So
are
you
you.
have, yes, yes, yes. So you have gone through many failures, I guess. So what are those
A
failures?
100%. 100%. Mm,
You
let's
know?
say
Mm-hmm.
failures. First of all, even for me to get started with my niche, right? This particular
Yes,
niche
yes,
that
yes.
I'm doing, which is Instagram, I had tried so many different niches and it all failed. And the reason why I say it failed is because I lost interest in that niche. Okay,
Okay.
so I started with when you're in the early stages, I knew that I
Mm-hmm.
had to create a product.
What
Okay,
was
I
that
knew that there is
niche?
no. I started with fitness. Yeah,
Oh,
there is a but I archive every time I change my niche. I keep archiving the older
posts.
post. So honestly, as simple as that. What's the big deal? Why do you have to like overthink, you know? So in 2020, I was a fitness person. So I was posting about macros and working
Mhm.
out and stuff. Like I can show it to you. I was like sitting. And then I noticed that I did this live on Instagram where I would work out and everyone has to work out with me. Oh, it was so funny because there were 25 people watching me and I'm sweating and I'm jumping around. And I'm like, what the hell? You guys are supposed to work out with me. I was just like this clown who's sitting and jumping around in the other room. And my mom and my daughter's like, Mama, what is this mama doing in front of the phone? You know? So I changed the fitness thing because I was like, okay, for me to create fitness content, I should be working out all the time. It's like I can't
Yes.
work out that much. So no fitness. Then I tried makeup.
Mhm.
So makeup meaning when I started doing the makeup, like my
I
niche was
might
makeup.
send your makeup videos. I might send.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
Sage, are you sure?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
What happened with the makeup thing is I after I did my first video of makeup, I had
Mhm.
no more makeup looks. Because you know, a makeup artist is supposed to come up with different looks and different styles and everything,
Huh.
right? I've been doing the same makeup for like 10 years. So, okay. And then for me to come up with new makeup looks, I was just not interested. Then I realized, okay, I'm not that passionate about makeup because I'm not so much into those products. Then I
Yeah.
tried doing public speaking and I did contact a few public speaking coaches and they said they're going to charge 40,000 dirhams,
Oh my God.
that which is like $10,000 to coach me. And they said there is an offer now and they will give it to me for 39,000 dirhams. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, great deal. So no, no public speaking. I didn't do that. But it was still, I was not so passionate. But then I
Mhm.
realized that when I kept changing my niches so many times, that's when I started getting closer and closer to my niche. Okay.
Mhm.
You need to keep experimenting with whatever it is that comes to your mind. There's no point, 100%, there is no point in you sitting and thinking, yeah, this is going to work. Like you cannot actually sit and come to write down and come to a conclusion to say, this is the business idea. No. If you have a
Mhm.
business idea, no matter how bad it is, get up and get doing it. Just start doing it. If you
Like
have a
trial and
niche
error.
idea, yeah, it is absolutely a trial and error. Like even now, Megdut,
Hmm.
you and I, we are both in this business, right? Do
Yes.
we have everything figured out?
No, not yet. I guess not
Yeah,
yet.
I and you know what's funny? I was listening to these coaches who are in the industry for 20 years, okay?
Mhm.
And they're on Clubhouse and they're talking. And they are telling, you know what? I thought that by now I would have everything figured out. And then they said, I still have no clue what I'm doing. So I'm like, oh, I see. So that's what it is. When it is business, you will never have everything figured out. You're just going to learn on the go. And what makes you progress is your problem solving because problems are going to
Yeah.
come. For sure, it's going to come. But what's going to make you stand out is if you're able
Mhm.
to solve that and move on, and then there's
Yeah.
going to be more problems. You just have to keep solving problems and just keep going because there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to come out because especially in the early stages, you are the one handling the finances, the marketing, the direction, the
Mhm.
content, the scripting, the your makeup artist. You're like everything. So obviously you will mess up, but you will learn on the go. And unless and until you have a craft, unless and until you have something, you cannot perfect it. If you have nothing at all done, you have no product, no Instagram page, how can you get better? You cannot
Yeah.
start off being perfect. You have to start
Hmm.
from scratch. You have to start small. You have to start badly. Start very
Hmm.
badly, but you will get better. There's no other way. You cannot get worse than that, right? So,
Yeah.
too many failures for sure. I've had multiple launches as well. And I won't say it was a failure too, but because you keep learning, right? There's so many things where I had
Yeah.
automated my emails for a launch, and the reminder emails went 1 hour late, which means that after I did my masterclass is when people started joining the Zoom meeting because my email, automated email went after the masterclass. So
Hmm.
too many failures. You tell me because for you when you started, right? If you were
Mhm.
to talk about one big failure of yours, what would that be?
It's not one big failure. I failed in seven startup. I started, 7 businesses, and I failed in that because of lack of team members or lack of
Mm,
partners. Not lack of
Mm.
partners, the lack of energy in partners, I can mention. Like,
Yeah,
and I failed 7 times.
I know. Seven
So
times.
yes.
So this, you think that the main reason is because you do you have a partner now?
No, I'm working alone, all alone.
Exactly. I cannot, dude, high
Yeah.
five. I cannot deal with partners
Let's do
because
this,
my
let's do
my
this. Yeah.
my my energy, my pace is different from them, and you
Mhm.
get pissed off. Either they're slow or they're too fast. So
Yeah,
it's very hard. So I
it's
understand.
right.
I never do good with partners.
So I want to ask you, like, as you are a coach who coaches people, right? So I want to know, do you face this issue where people says like, I'm not getting results in the very next day?
um No, I don't get that sort of a thing where I'm not getting results, because I've given them every single thing, which is what needs to be done, the templates and the scripts and stuff, right? So
Hmm.
for them to get through all of that, it's going to take time. What I've heard more than I'm not getting results, is I'm demotivated. I'm
Yeah, that's
overwhelmed.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm overwhelmed and I'm demotivated. And that I've heard a lot. And that's because they are in an early stage of the business, right? And I'm their
hmm,
coach. So they look at me and they try to compare themselves to me. Okay.
okay.
And or either to me or to the other people that they are following on Instagram. They compare
Hmm.
themselves to them. So every time that happens, I can sense it because I follow all of my clients' Instagrams very closely. I watch their Instagram
Hmm.
and I treat them like my own kids, right? Because
Hmm.
I know
Yes.
when they are falling back. And I would just message them or I would call them up. Yeah, I have that sort of a relationship with my clients. I want them to feel free to talk about whatever it may be, even if it means
Okay.
you're having
I just
some
want
sort of
to
a.
interrupt. How many clients do you have right now?
I have around 17 clients from when
Wow.
I started. So that's like,
And it's all over world, or it's only from Dubai?
yeah, it is from, yeah, they are there from mostly, not a lot from India, not so much from India. So I have a couple of different products, right, that I sell. So I'm not exactly sure where everyone's from, but mostly they are
Hmm.
from Dubai
Hmm.
and also from UK. So they are Indians who are from Dubai, UK. Then there are Pakistanis.
Hmm.
There is Lebanese. One of my recent client is a Lebanese Australian. So those are the kind of clients. It's like a varied profile. Okay, the nationality
Wow.
wise, they're all different. But what I started noticing is that personality wise, we are all very similar. Personality wise, we
Okay.
are similar, which is everyone just wants to not be dependent on their work
Huh.
or on their husband or on their father.
It's
You
like
get it?
we see no ourselves in our mentees, our past
Yeah,
self.
yeah.
It's
That's
like
right.
that,
That
na?
is what I see in my clients. I see me.
So I just want to ask you, like, you are born and brought up at Dubai only.
Yes.
So how's your childhood?
Um well, my childhood, what can I say? So we I went to a girls only school, and very my parents are scared. I won't say conservative, right? They're like they're very overprotective parents. Okay. So if you've noticed, the Indian parents who are in India are a lot more modern and like, yeah, sure.
No.
No arranged marriage. No, not like that. Okay, cool.
No.
My
Like,
bad.
at least not mine.
Not yours? Okay,
No, no.
fine. Okay, so in my mind, I feel like like from what I've seen, my own family members and stuff, right? They were a lot more cooler in India than the people
Hmm.
who actually move out to Canada or Dubai and all of that. They're more
Hmm.
Indian in Dubai and Canada than they are in India. Yeah,
So you're
I
like
know you.
Indian?
Yeah, I am. Oh, yo, yeah, I am now. I don't know what I am. I'm like a mixed breed now, not too Indian. I did get a few calls from clients from India, right? So it was a little difficult for me to relate to them. Okay. So what
Okay.
I notice when I speak to clients from India is they treat you like family. They treat you
Yeah.
like, the first time they call me itself, it's like Didi, or that's how they talk to me.
Yes, yes,
But
yes, yes.
yeah, that's how they talk to me. But if it's a client from Dubai, that's not
Mm-hmm.
how it is. It's very
Okay.
professional. Hi, can
How's
I?
it is?
Um,
Okay.
yeah, it's very professional. The payments are very professional. They will not call me saying that they are careful about my time. They respect my time in
Hmm.
here because
Hmm.
they look at me like a client coach relationship, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's different. It is pretty different, and the students in India require a lot more support, and like they require a whole lot of nurturing and a
Hmm.
pampering, which the
You
clients
know.
from the outside region
Hmm.
don't need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
here
have
it's
some. Yes, yes, yes. I have some mentees from Dubai also, and
mm,
what I saw is like there are lack of mental fitness in India. Currently, it's developing. In 2022, it's developing, but uh,
mm,
before 2022 or before 2021, before the COVID hit us, all right. So it's like people are not exactly aware of mental health. They are like, okay, you're
mm,
depressed, okay, it will recover, you will recover, it's like
mm,
that.
mhm,
But now
mhm,
they are taking it as a serious note, okay, and they are working on
mhm.
it.
India, there is a lot of toxic things. See, it is there here also. Okay. Here also it is there because it's like the Indian parents are conditioned to think that they can control their kids.
Yeah,
Too much of that is there,
I never faced
right?
it, but I hear from all of my, not all of my, moreover, like 80% of my mentees, like their parents want to control them.
Yeah. Including my own parents. They believe that
Okay.
whatever they know is the right thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And things have changed. Really, a lot of things have changed. The way people work
Mm-hmm.
has changed. Our culture has changed. I mean, look at you. You're
Yeah.
sitting in India. I'm sitting in Dubai. We
Mm-hmm.
are raised different, but now we are forced. Like we cannot live without me connecting with you. I cannot
Yes.
sit inside my room, inside a cocoon, and then think that everything is going to be okay. No, I am now forced to deal with Indians and Canadians and Australians and Americans. I don't even know who are the people that I'm talking to. Okay. So I need to deal with those kind of people. I need to be that kind of a person, like an international kind of person to
Mm-hmm.
survive. Just to survive. I'm not even saying thrive, just to survive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's necessary that you understand each and every culture. And if you try to be too conservative, saying, I cannot talk to boys, I cannot play music, I cannot wear that, I cannot do
Mm-hmm.
that, you're going to kind of struggle, because they're not going to be understanding. They're going to think that, what are you, stupid? That's what they're going to think. But, your culture, keep it, your culture and your values, keep it, definitely stick to it, but don't try to enforce it on someone else. Don't try to think that you are better than them just because you have your own cultures that you're going through, and someone
Yeah.
else sitting, like, even if it's an Indian who's sitting in Australia, they're following like a
Mm.
different set of values. Don't think that they are less than you. Don't think that you're better than them. There are
Mm.
things that we have to learn from each other. There's so much that we can learn from each other. So that's the difference, main difference between our parents generation and our generation. So we need to be open to that, you know
Yes, 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 yes. Also, education system is also there. So, let's make it more simpler for our listener. Why people
yeah.
should choose a career of becoming a coach? Because education system is also there, right? So, why
Hmm.
exactly people should become a coach in 2022?
Okay, so the goal is not to become a coach. That is
Mm-hmm.
not what I do. The goal
Okay.
is that our economic situation, political situation, our education, none of that is going to help us live or survive for the next 20, 40, 60 years. Okay.
Right.
Because the kind of jobs that are going to come up, they're going to be so different that your kids will probably be working in jobs that are still not made yet. It's still not
Yeah.
created yet. The skills
Hmm.
that you have now will not be useful for you in the next year. You
Yeah.
would probably be obsolete, which means that whatever company you're working in at the moment, ageism is predominant. Ageism means
Okay.
that when you reach a certain age, your company will think about firing you. Okay? Situations are going to happen in life. So when that situation happens, you should not be in a position where you're helpless. Like, look at COVID. My father had a
Yeah.
business. My father still
Hmm.
has a business. And
Okay.
it was a very good business. Like, my dad produced movies in South India, in Malayalam industry. He produced a couple of different movies and stuff. So his business was like that. But
Hmm.
when COVID hit, it went down so bad. It was so terrible.
Yeah.
He had around 300 to 500 employees.
Hmm.
All of their families got affected because of this business. Do you get it? And the
Oh,
reason why this got affected is because my father business did not have the right systems and processes in place. Okay.
that's
And
happened with
that
me
is what
also.
it
Yeah,
happened with you
I
too.
was
Like,
yes, yes, because I'm a filmmaker also. Okay, and I produce some
I'm
independent
not surprised
music
when you said
videos.
you're a filmmaker. I knew it. I knew it. Okay.
I started my career
Hmm.
as a filmmaker, like a photographer,
Hmm.
then filmmaker, and
Hmm.
now I'm like um, directing some of the music videos and short films. So yeah,
Hmm.
COVID obviously affected it a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes. But look at you. When that problem happened, you
Hmm.
pivoted your business and you took up this business. That's the thing
Yes.
that needs to be applauded, right? Because that is exactly, you have that entrepreneurial spirit in you because you know that you have to solve this problem and get
Hmm.
going. But what I'm
Yes.
surprised is that the people around me, when COVID hit, they just decided to sleep it off. They just decided, okay, fine, it's fine. When COVID gets done, that time I will, get up and start working. No, honey, that's not going to happen. The problems, it's going to get worse. Everyone's, there is a prediction that there's going to be a recession. Okay. And you see
Yeah.
the war situation that is happening. You see
Yes.
the COVID situation. So there is a war situation in Europe and Russia. Then you
Hmm.
have again another breakout of COVID happening in China. You
Hmm.
have so many people protesting in Canada and US
Hmm.
because of the war situation, fuel
Hmm.
prices going up, people losing their
Yeah.
jobs, inflation, prices of things going up. What are you going to do? You see, if your situation gets messed up, okay, if you are not able
Hmm.
to feed yourself or your family, there is no
Hmm.
one who's going to come and help you. Nobody's going to come and save you, okay? And
Hmm.
that's the part that I want youngsters, which is our generation, to know, because we are going to be parents, we are going to be fathers and mothers of our kids. If we are
Yeah.
not doing the right things which we're supposed to do in our 20s, we are not messing up not just our lives, but the lives of our kids. And what
Yeah.
do I mean by not messing up? Our parents did mess up. I'm going to say that they did
Yes.
mess
Yes.
up. They
Yes.
tried their best. They tried
Hmm.
their best. But then, like the internet and the whole web 2.0, 3.0, all of those things, they found it very hard to catch up. And they didn't have
Hmm.
access to information the way we have. So when
Hmm.
we have the access to information, then
Hmm.
stop doing the mistakes that our parents did. Okay, they did the best that they could. Now it's our responsibility to become an adult and do the right things, which means understanding about personal finance. Okay,
Hmm.
understanding about how the political situation is going to affect you and your family, then realizing that you need to make sure that you have a stable income. And if your job is
Hmm.
not going to make you feel stable and secure, that means you need to do something that is going to make yourself independent of your employer. What does that mean? You need to start a side hustle.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
the best part is that we are still young, which means that even if our side hustle is not going to pay us enough money for you to live on a month to month basis, at
Hmm.
least you're setting that foundation, which means you see in your 40s and your 50s, I'm going to give like a long shot. You take your own sweet time, build your business
Yeah.
slowly. But when you become 40 and 50s, right, this side hustle is going to pay you. That time you can tell your employers, just get lost. I don't care. or even if the political war situation happens, not the COVID happens, whatever happens, you have done your part to secure your family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your responsibility. And the reason why I took up coaching industry is because I don't have to sit and work on it constantly. You see, so much of the coaching thing can be automated. And
Yes, yes,
it's
yes.
like it's people don't understand that, and that's the part. They think that coaching means I'm going to sit and teach someone for 4 or 5 hours every single
Huh.
day. No, that's not the case. I'm just going to sit and record a few videos, put it up into a
Hmm.
digital course, and sleep. That digital course is going to make me money even when I'm sleeping. People are going to just
Yeah.
enroll into the digital course or into the ebooks. There's so many different products that can be made, and
Mm-hmm.
that's going to make me money. And that is why I got into coaching industry, and that is why the whole selling digital courses and ebooks is what I'm so passionate about, because you're
Yes.
putting in efforts only let's say the first 3 to 5 years, not even 3 to
Mm-hmm.
5 years, honestly. It depends on, you can go slow. Like built my whole systems and my products within 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
within
Mm-hmm.
say 3 to 6 months, 1 year. If you want to take time, then you can take 5 years and sit and create your stuff. If you want to finish it within three
Yeah.
months you can sit and do it. You can go as
Yeah.
fast as you want, as slow as you want, but you do need to have a side hustle. Okay,
Huh.
so that's what I teach.
Okay. So basically, no, it's just the start of digital era, and it's going to be not going to end, right? Because Web
Oh,
3 is already on the edge to launch,
yeah, we
and
are only 25% of the growth. You know that in the
yeah.
graph, if you check in the graph, we are right now 25%. So
Yes.
everyone who around us are saying that, hey, it's
Uh-huh.
so competitive. There's too many people already.
Huh.
I don't have a choice. Guys, it's going to be a billion, like
Like
so
this.
many billions of
Ga-
dollars here. If you don't
Huh.
start now, at least
Huh.
here, you are gone. You are dead
Yes.
beat. Okay. So you might as
Exactly.
well just start posting something. Just get into, just get on the train. Get on the train right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even Web 3.0, NFTs, metaverse, people are not in it yet. Okay. Just get on the train so that when it comes in the next 10 years, at
Mm.
least you are going to get your share out of it, right? It's going to be easier.
Yes.
So forget competition.
We can collab and do the things, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The world is so much smaller now.
Yeah.
I don't have a choice. I cannot just sit. Like, look at this. I'm sitting here in Sharjah, so many miles away from you. You're sitting in Kolkata, and
Yeah.
we are sitting and talking about business. And this is the
Exactly.
future. That
Yes. Yes.
this is the
What do?
future.
Yeah. 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 So, what do you think of this current situation in this industry?
I can see that. So I did go for an event called
Mm-hmm.
ICF. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to say the name of the event. So basically, they are the people who certify coaches, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
called the Global Coaching Landscape.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to know a lot of insights about what the coaching industry is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, any business is going to be hard during that time where people are not aware of what it is. That is going to be the hard part, right?
Okay, so I
Let's
want
say
to
you,
add another question, right? What are
yeah.
the problems still there in industry, like with that question, like what is the current situation and what are the problems still there in this industry right now in
Problems in there.
2022?
Okay. Right. Okay, cool. So there I wouldn't okay, so if you have to ask what the industry future is going to be, it's
Mm-hmm.
only going to be big, okay?
No, not
And
future, like the current situation, like in 2022, right? But we will
mm,
talk about 2025, but not right now. I'm just focusing on the problems what this industry is going through,
okay,
right?
fine. All right, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I see is that there are two kinds of coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see it as a problem. I always look at problems as an opportunity, and I think it is an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity. Okay. So you've
Mm-hmm.
got the certified coaches, and then you've got the other kind of coaches, right? Certified
Mm-hmm.
coaches are the coaches who spend a lot of money into NLP and linguistics and, all of that kind of stuff. They spend thousands of dollars and then they
Mm-hmm.
get these certifications.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have got the other coaches, which is people who call themselves a coach, like me, Instagram coach, right? So the thing is that even though there are certified coaches, what I
Mm-hmm.
noticed is that certified coaches do not know how to use Instagram. They do not know
Okay.
anything about Instagram marketing. Yeah.
Okay.
They are still reliant on networking events. They still go for
Okay.
networking events because they think that that is where you get clients. But the truth is, the people who go for these networking events are only coaches. You
Yes.
cannot, so how will
Hmm.
me as a coach, like I'm an Instagram coach and there are going to be like an event where there are 20 other Instagram coaches.
Hmm.
I won't be able to sell my service to anybody.
Exactly.
That is not where my ideal clients are. So they keep doing that over and over again without understanding that
Hmm.
there is a whole Instagram or a digital marketing thing that can be gotten into. And that is an opportunity that I saw, because it is not easy for the small business owners or coaches, certified coaches, to understand this digital marketing era. And that is where people like you and me can enter the industry. Okay.
Hmm.
Because for us, we can teach them how to make money out of it, right? We have that advantage of knowing how internet works. If you have to
Hmm.
look at, let's say, 40s and 50s, and then people like us. So I see that as an opportunity, because so many people think that you need to get a certificate to start coaching. That is absolutely
Okay.
not the case. If you don't want to call yourself a coach, then that's fine. You can call yourself an Instagram expert or a makeup artist or a makeup expert, like call whatever you want. But at the end of the day, what you're doing is coaching. Okay. It is the same coaching industry. And because of COVID, when COVID hit, so many people started getting into coaching. Okay.
Hmm.
So what they found out through the survey that was done by PwC was that
Hmm.
around 70% of the people were now aware of something called a coach. Before COVID, I did
Hmm.
not even know what a coaching industry was or online courses.
Yes.
Like, I didn't even know what that was, right? But when COVID hit, there was like a surge of coaches, people selling digital
Yeah.
courses and ebooks, and they're all making money.
It's a
They're all
booming
making
industry
money.
right now. Yeah.
So there is there is no problem that I see. Okay, I just see opportunities everywhere I look. It's opportunities, because there were so many people who got on the board, on the train during COVID when it comes to coaching industry, but it's still less. There is still big opportunity, because what
Yeah.
happened is now the number of people who
Hmm.
are spending time on Instagram because of work from home, right? So many more
Yes.
eyeballs on your phone, so many more people now checking on the phone, spending time on the phone, YouTube, etc. What does that mean?
Yes.
It means there are more audience and you can create content. A lot more people are
Yes.
going to
More
see that.
opportunities.
More opportunities. So I just see opportunities. I just see opportunities, lots and lots of opportunities. And the best part
Hmm.
is now people are selling their expertise. So that you cannot say that there's too much information and there is no information. No, you just have to find the right
Hmm.
coach, follow his
Hmm.
or her footsteps, start making
Hmm.
money,
Right.
expedite it. That's all
Exactly.
it is.
Yeah. So, where exactly you see this coaching industry, okay, or digital industry in 2025 or 2030?
Right. Already people have
Because,
lost
yeah, because
people have
AI is
already.
almost on the edge.
Yes. Yes. So if you're looking at the educational industry and the coaching industry, right? Coaching meaning that
Mm-hmm.
if I want to learn something, if I want to say learn digital marketing, I would
Mm-hmm.
rather go to a digital marketing expert who has actually made so much money through digital marketing, sold
Mm-hmm.
courses, knows about Facebook ads, etc. I would spend money on that guy who has been there,
Mm-hmm.
done it. Let's say someone like Gary Vee. Gary Vee also has his own courses, right? Marketing courses
Yes.
and stuff.
Yes.
I
Yes.
would rather spend my money on Gary Vee than me going to some MBA institute or some take a master's degree in marketing, digital
Absolutely.
marketing.
Absolutely.
Right? I wouldn't do that, because those guys did not do marketing. Whoever is teaching their marketing, they just know the
Mm.
concepts. They did not sit and do Facebook ads. They did not sit and
Yes.
post content on Instagram or YouTube, or
Right.
how to gain followers, lose followers, how the audience
Mm.
are interacting and dealing with them. They do not know the future. So the future is for these experts. If you are good at
Okay.
something, then people are going to pay you money for that. The trust, I don't trust. I don't have any trust. I'm an electrical and electronics engineer. I did my
Okay.
master's degree in supply chain and procurement. And then what? Right? And I'm still getting into coaching and I'm looking at people who I can learn from, personalized. Now, if I want to learn something about, let's say, email marketing, I would
Mm-hmm.
rather go to a guy who is an expert at email marketing only and learn
Mm.
from him. If I want to learn something about yoga, I would go to a yoga instructor itself who does that, right? A yoga instructor, let's say for stress relief, or a yoga instructor for weight loss, rather than
Hmm.
somebody who says, yeah, I teach yoga, Pilates, and gym. I teach everything, right? You're not going to learn anything from that guy. Or someone who says, you want to learn, say, something about fitness is the thing that keeps coming to my mind, something about makeup, for example, right?
Hmm.
I would
Hmm.
rather go to someone who is an expert at bridal makeup for my
Hmm.
wedding day, rather than
Hmm.
someone who does, let's say, makeup for a costume party. Makeup, there is different kinds of makeup, right? Makeup for costume party, make bridal makeup is different, then no makeup look is different, then for photo shoots the makeup is going to be different. Then if you have like a stage show, then the makeup is going to be different for the stage show, right? So you cannot be someone like, hey, I do stage show makeup, bridal makeup, costume makeup, movie makeup, photo shoot makeup. That means that
Hmm.
he's not an expert at anything. So
Exactly.
people don't want a generalist anymore, people want specialist. This is what the future is. Even for my daughter, right, when I'm looking at teaching her, I'm looking at people who are experts at one each particular thing, because I want her to be the best from that, than just like a tuition teacher is going to teach maths and science and physics and moral science and Arabic and everything. No, I want maths teacher to the expert at maths to teach her maths, rather
Okay.
than like the whole thing. So
Hmm.
the opportunities are huge, guys. It is
Yes.
so huge, and it doesn't matter what. If there is something that you're good at, if there is something that people come to you asking you,
Hmm.
hey, can you show me how to do this, that means that if you are good at that and it comes
Huh.
naturally to you, right,
Exactly.
then you can think about monetizing it.
Exactly. Exactly. So, what made you start your journey? I'm curious to know.
Oh, great. So first of all, the divorce definitely was a big thing. So I did go through a divorce in 2019. Okay,
Okay.
so it was it was a very low thing. You talk about your -1. That was my
Hmm.
-10, right? So that is where it started. You
Okay.
did go through so much, right? Because
Hmm.
before that, I was working in a good company. I had also done modeling. I did act in movies as well, and
Hmm.
um, radio presenting, TV presenting. Like I was on a roll. I thoroughly enjoyed all of that part of my life. And then when this happened, I suddenly lost all of my self confidence. I felt like a loser, because in your mind, it's like, okay, getting married, like you just it there was never like, what will happen if I got divorced? Like that thing never came to my mind, right? It's like, yeah, sure, I did my engineering, I did my masters, I got a job, I'll get married, I'll have kids, and then it's just, then I'll buy a house. Like it was like I had one map. When one part of the map got turned, it's like I had no direction upwards. When the divorce happened, now it's like, now what? Now what? No, what am I supposed to do? Because I have no goals now. Now it's
Hmm.
not like I can just, get, now it's, my next thing is not get a house, right?
Hmm.
Because no, now the next thing is, okay, first thing that comes to your mind is finances. How am I going to deal with the finances, right? I
Hmm.
cannot depend on my parents for sure.
Hmm.
I have to think about something for my finances. And that's when this side hustle thing had to happen, because even though I was working, I knew that if at one point of time another COVID, another pandemic happens, another war situations happen, or something happens, then
Hmm.
I will be putting my daughter's life at risk, right?
Oh, yes.
If I have to depend on somebody, it means that she's going to have to bend low and listen to what they have to say. And I do have a lot of friends who are single moms myself, and I've seen situations where they're not in good financial situation. Okay,
Hmm.
now because they're not in a good financial situation and they are depending on their brother or their father, they are being forced to do the housework, and they're being treated like servants at home, because
Okay.
it's now suddenly like, yeah, you messed up anyway, there's something wrong with you, that's why the guy left you. Or there is no protection for your kids as well. If your kid is a good daughter and you've got your brothers, your cousins, your uncles, all of them, you're always on your toes, right? There's not a single
Hmm.
person who can say that they've not gone through any sort of abuse. Everyone has gone, all the women, they've gone through some form of abuse or not. So when
Mm-hmm.
you don't have that, when you're not strong for your kids, it's going to affect your kids, and they don't deserve it. Your kids
Yeah.
deserve the best life. And that's the whole reason. My daughter was the whole reason why I wanted to get into having a side hustle. And also, I didn't want to be taken, considered a fool. If
God.
somebody says that, okay, you can do this with your money, or like, I just didn't want to be that fool, that uninformed, undisciplined person that anybody can come and talk to and think that they can punk me. Because if I allow myself to get punked, it means my
Hmm.
daughter is going to suffer somewhere along the line, and I didn't want that to happen. And that's why I started teaching myself about parenting, because I didn't want to make mistakes that,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't just want to listen to whatever my mom dad did because what their parents did. No, there are mistakes that they have done. So I wanted to learn and inform, and then the whole business kind of started out of that, just to be
Okay.
independent and
Hmm.
for the future of my kid.
Kid. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we all know most of one of the most strongest person in this world is mother, and as a single mother, you almost created a kingdom of your own for your kid, right? So, what are the challenges you faced, and how exactly you solved it?
Megdut, really, I think the first and foremost thing, there are too many challenges. One is that I lost all of my self confidence, right? I
Hmm.
put on a lot of weight because of stress. I get stressed out and I was eating a lot. I put on a lot of weight. And because I put on a lot
Hmm.
of weight, I felt like I was ugly, and I did not have the confidence to take a picture. For 2 years, I never took a photo of me. I never, if there is someone taking a picture of me, I wouldn't even stand in the picture because I just didn't want to see me. I didn't want to look at my face and all that. Because, until then, I was confident about myself. I was doing modeling and showing up on all of that. And then when I put on weight, and then you have the divorce happen, you feel like a loser. You feel like you're good at nothing. Because until then, I thought that probably how I looked was like a big deal or something. I just completely lost it. Then there was this pressure, so I had to go to a therapist as well to get out of that mental stress, right? Too many challenges, and the whole divorce itself, the legal thing, nobody around me was divorced, so nobody could tell me what is the step, what to expect. Oh my god, I can't even think about it. At night I would get like these panic attacks. I won't be able to sleep, and I was just so scared about my this there's going to be a court session. I have to meet the judge, and the thing is, in UAE, all of the judges, they speak Arabic, and I don't understand Arabic, right? And you're going to do all of this alone, because I didn't have the support of my family at that point of time. They were against it, and I was all alone in that part. So all of that was definitely extremely challenging, especially the fact that you don't have friends to talk to, nobody understands what you're saying, and you're also hiding about your marital problems with people, right? I would be going through all of this, but if someone asks me, I would say, yeah, sure, he is doing that. We're doing very good. Like that lying part, right? Hated it. Just hated lying. And that's why and when I was on Instagram, that first time I was going and saying, like, I just wanted to shout out to the world that I'm divorced, because I got so sick of lying, just got so sick of lying. Somebody would say, where is this person doing, then I would say one lie. Someone else asked, I will say some other lie. And then I stopped, I started forgetting the lie I told a person. I like I forgot what I told this guy. So I just got so fed up of that, and I just wanted to live true to myself. Even during the whole marriage, also, I was trying to be a person that I was not, because throughout the time you keep feeling like you are not good enough, so you try being someone. And that's the part that I'm so happy about now, because now what I say, what I do, is me. I don't have to be someone I'm not. If I don't agree to something, I will tell you I don't agree to it, right? This thing where you keep thinking that, oh, what will the other person feel? He will feel bad, she will feel bad. I need to, no. that will mess up your life. You need to have the courage to say exactly what you feel. It might sting at the moment, it might hurt the other person just for a few minutes, but that is the right way to go on, right? Don't lie. There's no point. There's nothing that's going to happen out of lie. Did you know that the World War II and the
Mm.
whole Hitler situation happened because of small lies? Because it started with small
Mm.
lies. It's got World War did not happen because of one big lie. The same way a marriage does not break because of one big problem. It happens with small lies. It can happens with, hey, did you meet your friend? Then, for no reason the person says, no, I did not meet my friend. It's small lies. You don't have to lie. You don't have to, right? You need to be honest. And that's the thing, even on Instagram too. You don't have to lie.
Mm.
If there's something you don't agree with, then don't try to fake it. Just own your truth. It
Yes.
might be scary in the beginning, but
Mhm.
you're going to absolutely love the adventure that's going to come out of it, right? You're going to love the work. Your life is going to be so colorful and so bright. It's going to be so nice if you start owning your truth.
Exactly.
I just went very deep. I
Deep
don't even know how
conversation.
much of this. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, are you going to post all of this on YouTube? I'm like, okay.
Okay, so what is your vision towards success?
Oh, it would be, you see, the part that I'm getting to talk to you, that is awesome, right?
Yes.
At one point of time, I didn't have people I could speak to and learn from. Now look at this. I'm
Mhm.
able to learn from you. I'm able to, the kind of friends that I have and the people I talk to, we
Mhm.
all share the same vision. We are looking forward to our life. We are proud of the challenges we have faced, and there's so much to look forward to. And I think that is my vision, like more of becoming more of a community of smart, capable, hardworking individuals like yourself. That's worth it.
Got it, got it. So, okay. So we are almost at the end of this podcast, but before that, I want to ask you something which is called minus one special, right?
Okay, that is cool, interesting. I love how you presented, huh? Make that really good. Tell me.
Okay, so what if I ask you to start from the scratch without any knowledge and money in
Okay,
2022?
so
Okay,
without
so
knowledge,
what
without
are the
money.
steps? Yeah, what are the steps you are going to take?
If I were to start without knowledge, like how can you say without knowledge? Because right now I have knowledge, right? If I were to
Yeah.
start without knowledge, I will probably do the exact same mistakes that I did in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Now in this current stage where now I know stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and if I were to
Mm-hmm.
start a completely new digital course or a
Mm-hmm.
new coaching program altogether, considering all of the things that I learned and all of the mistakes that I did,
Mm-hmm.
first
Mm-hmm.
things first, I would figure out a niche, something that I'm passionate about. And when I
Mm-hmm.
say passion, it means something that I don't mind reading and researching about more and more and more. Okay, and then just get started. Now, you don't have to spend so much, obviously, you don't have to spend so much time figuring out what your niche is, but it would be great to figure out what you're really passionate about, because it's going to
Mm-hmm.
get difficult. And when it gets difficult, if you're not passionate, you will cut it through halfway, right? So that's the thing. And the
Okay.
question to be asked more than why do you want to start it is, think about this. How do you want to help, right? How is it going to
Okay.
benefit someone? So in my
Mm-hmm.
head, the day I started thinking, wow, you can actually make money without any money, without any certifications through Instagram. God, look at all of the single moms out there. Look at all the women out there who are jobless. What if they learned? What if I could teach them and show them how to do this? Make money from home. So that is what drove me till now, and which is going to drive me forever. That is why I'm so passionate about it, because I'm seeing, right, so many interesting, so many ambitious, smart youngsters who are still struggling to get a job, who are still struggling with money, finances, etc., because they don't know that such a thing exists where you can make money online by just creating a
Mm-hmm.
digital course. And the
Right.
fact that it is easy, it's not going to cost anything. If you were to start like a physical store, it's going to cost so much money. You don't need to do any of that. If you were to sell products, you need to spend money on freight and logistics, manufacturing, that, this, etc. And after you spend money on the manufacturer, and then you will get the money back only when somebody buys your products.
Yes.
So you don't have to do all of that. You can do this coaching thing. You can do this creating digital courses. There's no money that is required. You can still make money from home and you're not going anywhere. I'm sitting and doing, like, I'm connecting with thousands of people around the world sitting in this room,
Hmm.
right? So that's the thing. Now, if I were to start from scratch again, first find out what your interest is going to be. How are you going to help people? Once you figure out what that thing is, then you are going to figure out who are the people who would be interested in your service, right? Then once you figure out who those people are, you figure out where do these people hang out, right? For
Okay.
example, let's say, I think before I was talking about fitness, let's take about a career coach. Maybe you are someone who is really good with writing resumes and helping people
Hmm.
get a job, okay, with the
Hmm.
interviews and stuff. If that's the case, who would be your
Hmm.
ideal clients? Maybe your ideal clients would be like fresh graduates. Okay, fresh
Yes.
graduates. If your fresh graduates are your ideal clients, then you need to look at where do these fresh graduates hang out in. These
Hmm.
guys mostly hang out in TikTok and Snapchat, right?
Yes.
If that's
Yes.
the case, then you would look into TikTok and Snapchat and then you start creating content related to career coaching for these guys. Once you figure
Okay.
out who those ideal clients are, then you figure out where the ideal clients hang out, and then
Hmm.
those places you start connecting with these people and start interacting with them, start giving them content and attract them towards you. It's going to take at least 6 months for them to first get to know who you are, right, to trust you and stuff.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then you're going to create a product. You can start with an ebook. Okay, ebook is very
Hmm.
easy to create. All you have to do is just go to Canva and search for ebook templates. You look for
Yes.
ebooks. You can just take the same information that you Google. Okay, just take some
Hmm.
random information you Google about career coaching and put it on an ebook, and then give it away for free in the beginning. Just give
Hmm.
it away for free just to see, hey, I have this ebook. Do you want it? A lot of people are going to sign up for it and take that ebook because it's free. That's when you realize, oh, I can actually make money, right? If they're going to
Yes.
take it for free, that means,
Hmm.
okay, if I give a lot more information, like the same thing I put in an ebook, if I sit and
Hmm.
create a video and record the same thing, I read it out, they're going to pay me at least $10 for it, right? $5,
Yeah.
$10 they can easily pay, right? Because
Hmm.
why? Yeah, because you saved so much time, no? Instead of them sitting and Googling everything, you have
Hmm.
taken the relevant information, put it into an easily digestible format, which is a video format, and you have put
Hmm.
it. So you are saving their time, and that's why you deserve the $5 or $10. And that's how you make money. It's not about how much money. That $5 or $10, if you learn that you can make it on your own, then you'd be like, yeah, I don't need anyone else. I can make money from home. And that's what you have to do. That's it. That first $1, $5, that's brilliant. If you know how to make that, then you would know how to make $100 million for sure.
Exactly. Exactly. So
Yep.
it's a a great conversation, deep conversation, basically. So yeah.
Absolutely. That was deep. I had so much I wanted to talk, and I think everything came out. And I absolutely enjoy talking to you. And
Hmm.
for all of
Huh.
make this audience as well, if there is something you would require, if you are looking to start
Hmm.
making money online, then I do
Yeah.
have a free resource which is called Instagram for Business Guide. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is an
Yes. Yes.
Instagram for Business Guide. You can just download it, and it's going to show you step by step on how to use
Yeah.
Instagram
Yeah.
to make
Yeah.
money. Do make sure you subscribe to his channel. And
Hmm.
once you like this video, then make sure you share with your friends too, because he's an amazing
Exactly.
host and there's so much you can learn from him as well. So thanks once again, Mikdad, for giving me the opportunity to speak to you and to your audience.
Yeah.
I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it.
Man, that was a deep conversation. Her experiences are a lesson for us. And the steps she mentioned, I'm following it to grow my Instagram. So make sure you are following us on other social media platforms. Links in the description for upcoming episode updates and many more things. Also, don't forget to subscribe us for upcoming episodes. Till then, take care.